Okay, today's blog is I want to talk about more detailed Twitter than I had ever experienced before. In the previous week, I went in and looked at Twitter and said, oh, isn't this neat? But today I want to talk about what goes on beyond the 140 characters. First off, I have a brand new BlackBerry, and so I'm struggling in learning how to use it. And there's some specific Twitter software for Blackberries called Twitterberry. Depending upon your smartphone, you might use Tiny Twitter, you might use Twitterrific, you might use TwitterLater Pro. But there are ways that allow you to access Twitter a lot easier than using your computer. In using the computer, there's some interesting things that I didn't know you could do with Twitter quite so much beyond just a general search. And yet, there's a big variety of searching with Twitter. And I'm going to refer to my notes. But I want to talk about some of the different searching capabilities with Twitter. First of all, you have Twitter Scan, which is probably the simplest. It has a nice little text box, but it does have a cloud of tags. And of course, as you know, with a cloud, the size of the word tells you how popular it is. So you might find a term there that would meet your needs more so than coming up with your own. Another interesting search you can use is called Twitterfall. This actually acts in real time, and as new results or new Twitters are being posted for your topic, it makes the last one slide down the list. So it's like a waterfall. TwitGrid displays multiple searches, and I found this one to be rather interesting. You can have a 2x3 grid of search engines going on. So you can have 6 different items popping up on across your screen with the new tweets popping up in one of the 6 boxes depending upon which word is now new. Moniteer, Monitter, does some filtering, and you can specify that you only want the search of the tweets that are within a certain location or within a certain distance from you. I found that was rather nice. So if you're getting ready to go on a conference trip and you only want to see twits about that town, you can put that town in and that will come up. Now there's one called TwitBeep. If you've ever used Google Alerts, then you can understand TwitBeep. It will give you hourly, daily email results based upon your searches. And for those of you that know how to use a hashtag, there's a search engine called Tweems, T-W-E-M-E-S, and it lets you view hashtags and search in a cloud format, which might help you track down things. A really neat one, which is something I would have liked to have included in my mashup in my first Produceage, is called AskTweetR, AskTwitr. These give you your tweet results in a Google map, so it shows the tweet by location. Not only that, but it shows the Twitter's avatar there, and you can scroll down further. It will go out and find matching photos from Flickr or photos from YouTube based upon that search. If you're trying to see how many people are looking at, say, your web page you might have chosen, then Backtweets is an interesting search engine. It will even go through and find if people have used some shortened form of the domain or URL where your website is at. And then the last one that I played with was Tweet Volume. It lets you enter up to 5 terms, and it will then show you, based upon those terms, by volume, which is, it will give you the count by volume. The example in the little learning I did talked about, well, when you do a Google search on two different terms, it will tell you which is the most popular, which you might want to use in your paper. I'd never thought of that. And so if you're trying to figure out, are you using the most current term for something, then maybe using Twitter volume would do it. And you know what? I'm going to go do a Twitter volume and see if I can find the number for Producage. Okay, so I went to Twitter volume, and there are 6 tweets dealing with Producage. There are 12,800 for Web 2.0, and there are 17,200 for Mashup. But as we learned in one of my discussions earlier, Mashup has a variety of meanings. Anyway, enjoy using all the variety of search engines for Twitter.